If you walk into a bar, you will see that you will attract someone not based off of your intellectual intelligence, your success, or not exactly because of your looks. You will attract someone who is of a complementary attachment style to you. That just comes to show that love is not enough. What matters is your attachment style software. This video is for my successful women have found the dating world to be a headache. Maybe you've had past relationships where you've experienced pretty much people who have left a mark, where the thought of a relationship doesn't seem appealing to you because your nervous system has learned that's not safe. You've actually become a little on the avoidant side. You might have a belief of, my love picker is broken. I just haven't met the right guy. Maybe all men are toxic. The truth is, love is not enough. Your attachment style will always run the show. If your nervous system doesn't feel safe with love you want, you will sabotage it or you will repel it every single time. I'm going to share a very personal story with you so you can get the hint of this. When I was younger, when I was in college, I wanted to have a passionate relationship. When I went to college, I found one. I found the passion that I was craving. It led me to dating someone who was a diagnosed psychopath. I found that I had confused passion with volatility. I had met someone who was not good for me. When I was in high school, I had a 4.0. Most of my teachers would say I was a sweetheart. The predicament that I was in had nothing to do with my intellectual intelligence, the way I looked, who I was as a person. It had everything to do with my nervous system. Because at the time, my nervous system was used to chaos. So peace felt boring, which is why I wanted that passion in a relationship. When I got it, I found this is not good. I learned my lesson. Throughout my life, I had a pattern of dating men who were not good for me because at the end, they would always apologize for how they treated me. I had to take a look at myself and see that I was the common denominator between them. What was it about me that I kept dating men who felt the need to apologize for the way that they treated me? Another thing about this is my body had also gone through a lot of emotional damage that the idea of a serious relationship didn't feel safe. God put this desire in me to want to have a family. I knew that I had to figure this love thing out and figure out what makes a healthy relationship, because to have a family, I need to have a partner. I want to have someone who is going to be a good father to my kids. That led me to learn about attachment styles and what the roadmap to a healthy relationship looked like. The point of the story that I shared was to illustrate that you don't attract what you want, you attract what your nervous system and subconscious mind are a match to. This is why powerful women can have success in their life and in their business, not in their romantic relationships. Your attachment style determines your love picker. Someone with an anxious attachment style will overgive and attract avoidant partners. Someone with an avoidant attachment style will shut down in relationships and attract anxious partners. Someone with a disorganized attachment style will have chaos in their relationships and attract both avoidant and anxious partners. What do they all have in common? They have emotional misalignment. As you can see, your magnet just needs an upgrade, and our nervous system chooses what's familiar. I know you're exhausted for being the strong one and not having that support. You're tired of emotionally unavailable men. You don't want another year of repeating the same pattern. Go back to my story. Because of that desire to have a family, like I mentioned, I went down a path where I learned about the roadmap to a healthy relationship and how to upgrade my attachment style software. Even then, I did that, and there was an additional step. That step was needed to skip the headache of dating. That's where the strategic manifestation tools come in. As soon as I applied the manifestation tools, I met my boyfriend a week later. He had all the qualities that I had written down on a piece of paper. Now I help my clients be able to go from feeling like their love picker is broken to being with a man who makes their heart glow. I've gone through this journey from dating a psychopath, dating a bunch of toxic men, to now dating someone who, in my body, when I met my partner, this is TMI. I said I was going to share a personal story. Before him, because of all the damage of my previous relationships, my body would have a visceral response to the idea of a serious relationship. Made my body feel unsafe. It was like the last thing I wanted, because my body learned relationships are unsafe. Once I did all this work and I met my partner, my body, when I was with him, suddenly I felt something different. My body felt so safe that I wanted to, it was like I feel comfortable having a family with this man. Oop, my water. When you apply these tools, when you upgrade your software and you upgrade your magnet and your nervous system, your magnet completely changes. Your body completely changes. Who you attract to your life completely changes. I know that for some people, this sounds like BS, because of maybe you have beliefs that there's only bad men out there, or you have a belief of every guy that you've met is emotionally unavailable or just not good. I know you're exhausted. I know you don't want another year of repeating the same patterns. I want you to put yourself in another state of mind. Imagine being the woman whose body feels at peace with love. I want you to imagine being the woman who attracts emotionally available men who love and care for you. And I want you to imagine being a woman who has her biggest supporter and someone to share her accomplishments with. Because if you're a successful woman, I know you got a lot of those. The best thing is when you have someone to share them with, someone to celebrate them with. All these things can become your new normal. Here's the thing. No one taught you attachment literacy. No one gave you the tools for what a healthy relationship looks like. Just because you've had some past patterns doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. These things just means that you're ready. You're ready for an upgrade. If this is landing for you, you're realizing that your magnet needs an upgrade. You're done doing love the hard way. I have something that will shift everything for you. I will take you through rewiring your attachment style, expanding your nervous system's capacity to receive, choosing partners with confidence. Because this isn't just about finding love, it's about becoming a new, elevated woman who naturally manifests healthy love. If this is something that you're interested in, message me love. I will send you the details. As a bonus, I will send you an attachment style quiz so you can see where you fall when it comes to this range. If we're a match and this is aligned, we can explore what your next level could look like. As a reminder, girls, love is not enough. You need the right magnet. Once you upgrade your magnet, everything you've been desiring in love will finally have a place to land.